everyone, welcome back to our channel. So good to see you back here again. We're going to continue with some more Mother's Day stuff, more stuff for your Mother's Day stall, especially in schools where it is a fundraiser. So today we're going to work on our washcloth animals. Now, I did talk about this was coming. Just had to get a few things ironed out and find a few bits and pieces before I could actually put it on. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some dogs. So cute. Some dogs. Oops, I'll just leave him here in front of me. Can't stand him up. Some birds. Not sure if I don't know if I actually like the white. I think I need to get a colourful one. So I will keep looking for that as I create and see if I can find some colourful ones. I used to have them, but I don't know. I don't know where they are. We'll keep looking. So we got that. We got some hippos. Ooh. Happy hippo. And we've got some teddy bears. Now, I did see a different version of this to see if I can make it into an elephant. So we'll give that a shot. I've not tried that before. But these are the 4 that we're planning on doing. I did find this other one that I had to go at. It's kind of supposed to be a penguin. But because the washcloth is white, it doesn't work as a penguin. But I'm wondering if I put some claws on the bottom, it might actually look like an owl. Maybe. We'll give it a shot. But we'll see how we go. So bear with us. We'll do one at a time. I'm going to try and go slowly because most of the videos that I've seen, people fasten it up. And even at normal speed, you sort of go, oh, what are they doing? What are they doing? What are they doing? So I'm going to try and slow it down a little bit for you so it's not so overwhelming and you can actually do the steps with me. Okay, so let's see how we go and hopefully we'll get this done really well. Okay, back soon. Okay, before I go, I forgot to tell you what you actually need, which kind of helps. So you need some washers. I got these ones from Kmart. They were $2.50 for 4. Is that correct? Yeah. So they work out about 75 cents each. Is that right? No. Yeah, just over 60 cents each maybe. So that's those. So I've got those colours and I've got some white. So they're the colours that we're going to do. If I can get some hold of some pinks, we'll definitely do some pinks too. I've got these elastics. Now generally I have used normal elastics before and I've tried to match colours, but I've actually come up with this idea and I think it is the best idea to do is these clear, if you can see them, clear hair elastics. If it's going to focus for me, probably not. Ooh. You can't really see it, but they're clear hair elastics. So let's just see how they go. They have seemed to have worked because obviously with this one that I made you can't see the elastics, which works well. And the good thing about that, doesn't matter what color washcloth you use, it'll work. So they're a really good idea. Okay, so you may need some felt, you'll need some eyes. So I got these adhesive eyes mainly because they're easy to get on and off, and I have tried it. They do come off quite easily off the washers. So if people don't want to keep it as an animal and just want to use it as a washer, these come off easily. I've also got some double-sided tape if I need it. I'm trying to get away with not using it, but in cases of things like the bird, I need to actually get the beak on there. So, but I might even see if I can just force it between the join here, like I have with the feather at the back, and see if that will just hold it in so I don't have to use tape. So we'll work on that one. Pom-poms for his nose. We need some black pom-poms. Oops, he lost his eye. And some ribbon. You'll need ribbon for the dogs and for the bears and possibly some other animals if we want to. Okay, all right, so we need to get that organized. I think that's it, so we can get started. Okay, see ya. Okay, so the first stop, we're going to do the dog first. So first stop is to roll the sides towards the middle. And the good thing with these washers, they actually come with a join, or not a join, like a center bit where they were folded in packaging. So you can either, sometimes you just put a container on there just to hold it, or you can just hold it with your hands if you want. This is a bit tricky, getting them to stay together, but once you've got that sorted, you can click that way, and then we're just going to get it together, grip it really well together, and then fold. Okay, so once you've got your folds, just going to make sure our feet are nice. And we're going to get, so if I can pull that through a bit, because one's out. Alright, so we've got our feet. Now, get some elastics, which in hindsight is a bug. Go away. Should have had some elastics out. So we're just going to go up maybe about a little over an inch, which is, 3 centimeters ish in Australian versions where I am, but for my very American viewers it's about an inch ish, maybe a little bit over. Okay, so there we go. So put an elastic on there. I've just double tied it, so basically once, twist and over. Okay, so you don't have to do the twist, it just gives it a little bit more definition if the elastic is that little bit tighter, that's all. Okay, so then you've got your foot. Alright, so now we've got this bit, and what we need to do is we need to make the snout. So here you got your snout here. So if you can see how we've got the feet, and this is the twisted bit at the top. Okay, so now we're going to make this bit. So to make this bit, we're going to go down about halfway, and we're going to push it out just to give us a little bit to work with, and we're going to just pinch it together. I'll pinch it nicely together, and we're going to get one of our elastics, and we're going to put that over it. Double over again. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay, so then we've got the start of looking like a puppy dog. Okay, so next bit we need is some ears. So we're going to get some strip of black felt, fold it in half, and we're kind of going to do like a teardrop style. So we're going to come in here, start maybe about 1/2 centimetre in, 5 mil in, and then as we go down a little bit, we're going to come out like a teardrop. You can do a pattern for this. I tend to just freehand it, and then we're going to come back on the inside again, and it's not perfect, but at the same time no dog's ear is perfect. And then when we take it out, we've got a long bit in the middle. Now that long bit is going to sit inside here, so we're just going to thread that through and push it up towards the head. Okay, alright, so I've got that going now. Whoops, which way? There he is. Okay, so he's got his ears. So now he needs some eyes. So I'm going to put his eyes on. 1 and 2. Some eyes, and then we're going to get a black pom-pom, just a tiny one. We've got a whole collection of pom-poms here. And we're just going to squidge that. We're going to pull this apart a little bit and put the nose in. Okay. Alright, now he's nearly done. We just need him to have a bow. So let's find some ribbon that we can use. Okay, so I've got a strip of ribbon. I'm hoping this will be long enough. It's obviously no, it's not going to be. Or we could... Actually, I might just do that. I might just wrap it around like that. And I do have somewhere... I'll be back in a sec. Okay. I got these the other day. I wasn't sure if I'd need them or not. I think they were $2 from the $2 shop. So I'm thinking, ooh, the circles and love hearts. The love heart might work really well. So what about if we, instead of making a bow, alright, now looking at this, I'm thinking my nose is not down far enough, so I think I might just just my legs up a bit. Otherwise, my bow is actually going to sit down too far and not really at neck level. Okay, there we go. We just adjust that a little bit. So I'm going to put it around like a choker, and I will use some of my double-sided tape for that. So it's going to make a choker neck chain on this one. So let's get some tape. Just going to put a bit of double-sided tape on the end. Okay, so then how much do we need? I don't think we need all that, so let's go. Okay, just trim this off a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Okay, alright, so we've sealed that just with some double-sided tape. That will be easily taken off and it's not attached to the washer at all. And then we will get a little love heart and pop it on there. Again, not attached. Okay, doesn't he look so cute? So you can sit him down like this, or you can stand him up on his feet. He's pretty cute. I have seen some that put a tongue. Let's try a tongue. Let's get a little tiny bit of pink felt, and let's just cut it into, I don't even know what you call it. It's like, oops, it's like a little rectangle tongue shape, and just see if we should put that in or not. What do you think? Tongue or no tongue? Let me know in the comments what you think, tongue or no tongue. So he's done. He looks pretty awesome. We'll make quite a few of these, probably maybe 8. We'll see how we go. I quite like this look. I quite like that collar over the bow. So I might even change this one to a collar. I think they're actually more dog-like, and using the gems is just going to sparkle it up. The girls will, not all the girls, all the kids will like that because mums like sparkly stuff. So that's one. Okay, let's move on to our next one. Okay, so this one we're going to make our bear. Let's move my stuff out of the way. So this time we're going to make our bear. So here's our bear. He's rolled very similar to the dog. So let's start with that bit. We're going to roll up this side. Use my container to hold that and roll this side. Okay, so I'm just checking that we've got all our bits. Okay, so now we are going to twist and place, and then we're going to spread, like basically again, so we're getting that side, we're going to twist it, and then we're going to put it over the top. So you're going to have the legs on both sides rather than separate sides. So here we had that on that side and that on side. Well, this time we actually want both of them facing the front. Okay, so we got that. Spread that out a little bit. Okay, so there is our arms and our legs, and we need to tie that off. So let's see, I think probably maybe about there. Oops. Okay. Alright, so now you've got your legs, you've got your body, you've got your arms, and now we need to work on the head and the ears. So for the ears, we're going to pinch. What we want is we want we want the ears to be pinched up like that. Alright, so we're going to grasp a little bit here, and we're going to pinch that. I'm going to double tie that around there to make one ear. And I'm going to go on the other side. I'm going to do the same. Double tie with the elastics. Okay. Alright. So now we have our bear. So we just need to straighten him out a little bit. Let's pull through so we don't have lumps, too many lumps and stuff. Okay, so we've got our little bear. So he needs some eyes. 1 and 2. And he'll need a nose, so we need a black pom-pom for a nose. Now this time, obviously there's nothing to wedge the pom-pom in, so we are going to have to use our double-sided tape. So we just need a little bit. Oopsie. And I'm just going to peel it. So it's peeled like that. I'm just going to fold it over. I did try double-sided mounting tapes, but it was just too high. So this tape will work well. Just need a little piece. Pop his nose on. Okay, so there we go. We've got our bear. Snuggly bear. And I'm going to try. So basically I did a kind of bow here on this one. But because I really like how this has turned out, I'm going to try that again on him and just see how it goes. So let's try a small piece of purple. I'll wrap that around. Okay, so we're going to tape that. So let's get some tape on there. I'll put some tape onto there. Oops, stopped my finger. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. Now we're going to fold, try and join it up as nicely as we possibly can. Okay, so there we go. So we've joined that up. And let's find a beautiful purple heart. Little purple one, and you can sit him down like that. He's so cute. So cute. So there we go, we've got some bears, and we're on to our next one. Okay, our next one we're going to do is going to be our bird. Let's find a washer. Let's do a white, or maybe we should do a blue bird. Alright, let's open this up and let's try a blue bird and see how that goes. Just a bit of warning when you get these, they do have the joins and they will pull your towels if you just try to pull the joints out, so you really do need to cut them. Just letting you know that, just a piece of advice, experience. Get my elastics ready. Okay, now my bird was, so you've got your square. Alright, just turn it on so it's like a diamond, and then fold it in half as best you can. Sadly, sometimes with these cheaper washers, they're not perfectly square, so that's okay. Alright, so now we are going to roll just like we did with the dogs. Roll, roll, roll. Roll it up, roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. But instead of going all the way, we're just going to leave a little bit out. That's going to be our beak. And then at the beak, probably a little tiny bit more. At the beak, we are going to fold it in half. So that's just basically your roll, your triangle roll, with a little bit sticking out, folded in half. Okay, so then you've got your beak. So you don't have to add a beak, which saves any addition to your washer, which could potentially pull your washer. Then we need some wings. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down about here, and we're going to fold one up and fold the other one up. Alright, we're going to hold that carefully as we can, so just grip it over the head and hold the wings in, and we're going to put an elastic around about 2 centimeters up, which is not quite an inch, but entirely up to you, just under the beak. And there you have your bird. Okay, our bird needs some eyes, so you can put one eye here and one eye there. Okay, then he needs some feet. So I've got brown feet. I don't know if I should do white feet. Because I only got, at the moment, I only have my white feathers. So let me find my feathers. What did I do with them? Yeah. So one feather. Alright, let's try it. Let's make some feet. I'll show you how I did that. I've got some white. Alright. In the box that I have next to me, I only have little bits of white, but that's okay because I know I've got more somewhere else if this works. So we're going to bend it in half. So I'm going to get a little bit. This is about 4 centimeters, just a bit under 2 inches, a bit under an inch. Then we're going to get another bit, and we're going to put it level, and then tuck the under bit up underneath. That's just going to hold it in spot. And then you have a foot. So let's try it again. I think this is about the same size. Let's see if we can measure. You really want them the same size, don't you? So I just use this one as a guide. Okay, so let's trim it off there. Okay, so we've got that, and we can use this piece as the center. So we're going to put it even and fold this bit over, just pinch it, that's enough to hold it in place, and then you have 2 feet. So now we'll just put them on top of each other, and of course the first one is way bigger than the second one, so let's trim that off. Okay, so we have 2 feet. Alright, let's compare. So here's my feet, here's my bird. Alright, do we want white feet or do we want brown feet? It's a bit hard to tell on the white table. Let's get on here. It's a funny coloured piece of felt. Let's just do it on there. Alright, so there is the brown feet. Okay, and then we go here, put the white feet down, oops, and white feet with the white feather. I think I like the brown better. I might go brown feet. Again, personal choice, how you would like them. So we need to attach these feet. I wonder if we can just push them in there. That might work, and then we don't have to add some tape. Let's see if I can get this one in there. There we go. That works, and then you don't have to add any tape, which will work really well. Okay, so we got some feet. Just need to add the feathers, and I think that's all he really needs. So let's see how many feathers we want to put in. A few here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and hook them down through the here. Hook them. It's a funny word. Okay, so you got one. Actually, let's pull that out. Let's try and do a few at a time. I think 2 might be good. I normally do things in odds, but okay. Let's try and get that to move around that way. Right, the question is, how high should they be? We can pull them down a little bit and trim it off. Alright, there's our little bird. We can just trim off the bottoms of these feathers. Oops. Just bring that down a little bit further. Okay. Alright. Oops. His foot fell off. Oh dear. Maybe feathers first next time. Okay. So it's a little, and the white definitely shows up so much better on the blue washcloth. So this one will be fine. Okay. There's a little birdie. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Okay, I just wanted to show you something before I go. So this is the bird we just made, and this is one I trialled before. So basically it is upside, exactly the same, but just upside down. So if you can see how that, the shapes look the same, just the difference is which way the wings go. It's entirely up to you. And of course with this one there is no beak, so you have to add your beak, which I guess adds a bit of colour, because this beak does get a little bit lost in the washer. So that's entirely up to you. And the other thing with this style is you do have to tape your feet. There's nothing to slot it into like we managed to do with the other one. So just preference. Again, you know, the white doesn't really go with this, but if we can get some different coloured feathers, we'll work on that and maybe change that over. But just so you've got a bit of an idea, there are different ways of doing it. It's just changing the angle that you're working on. Okay, our next one is going to be our hippo. Now the hippo is nearly identical. Oopsie, got a bit of a string. Okay, so our hippo is nearly identical to the dog. So let's start rolling. Rolling up. I'm going to hold that with my elastics, and let's roll down and join in the middle. Okay, we are going to, instead of folding out so we have the legs, we're going to fold it the opposite direction so we have flat. So pinch it towards the middle and flip. So you've got even feet. Flatten it out a little bit, see how your feet are going, and then elastic. Again, probably about... Oops, I folded the wrong way, but you'll see why it's important to fold the other direction later on. Okay, alright, so we've got our feet. Now, again, we need our snout, just like with the dog. So we're going to find approximately the middle and push some out. Okay, once you've got that nicely, we're going to put elastic, double over again, just for a bit of strength. Okay, and then you have your snout. Now the thing with the hippo over the dog, so here's our dog, he's got such a like a pointy snout. But hippos don't have a pointy snout, they have quite a round one. So you just want to try and flatten that snout out a bit, so it's actually not so pointy. So I'm just going to squash that down. Okay, alright, so then we need some eyes. Oops, can't come off my finger. One eye. And two eyes. Okay, so now we need to get our pom-poms. Let me find two of them. Here's one. Here's two. Alright, so we've got two black pom-poms. So I've got some double-sided tape. You might prefer to use the mounting stuff, that's entirely up to you. Sometimes this is a pain to get off the backing. Alright, fold it over because we only want a little bit and we don't want it seen. So I'm going to pop that onto there and pull it off my finger and stick it on his nose. Let's do that again. Down here. Is it better if you go see that way? Okay, so we're going to pull that off. And put his other snout on. Alright, now he needs some ears, so what we need to do is just try and grip a bit of this. Sorry, see in here, just want to grip a bit of a corner and tie it off. So let's just grip. Use a double tie, even possibly triple tie, depending how yours works. That's not too bad. Okay, and the same for this side. In hindsight, we probably should have done this before we put his eyes on, but it's all right, he's working. Okay, so we got 2 ears and a snout, and we just need something around his neck, which we'll do the same as we did the other ones. What colour should we put on this one? Could do green. Let's find a nice piece of green, maybe. I have an extensive tub of ribbons. There we go. Okay, so we got some green. I'll wrap that around his neck. Put some tape on here. Okay, now we need to put it around his neck. Okay, so we're just going to tape that down. And get one of our gems and stick it to the collar. And you have your hippo. Okay, so that's it for today. So we've got our hippo, our teddy bear. What else did we make? Our puppy dog and our bird. Where did our bird go? Oh, there it is. And our bird. So we got 4 different types, and of course if you add if you add in our different style of bird, we got 5 different types of animals. So we'll just can't hold on to them. So we got 1 bird, 2 birds sitting on my shoulders. Oops, where are you, birdie? And then we got teddy bear, hippo and dog. So I've got everything put together now, so I'm just going to show you how many we've got and what we've got. Okay, so we've got our birds. I did go and actually get some colourful feathers, which definitely make the birds. We've got our puppy dogs. We've got our hippos. Hippo. We've got our bears. So, and I did realise here, I actually did it the same way as a dog, and therefore I didn't get the proper snout on my hippo. So that's why you flip it the other direction, just so you get that snout properly. So I think that's the only one I mucked up. And so now what we need to do is bag them all up. Okay, so we've got 28 altogether, and I haven't spoken to the PNC yet, but I think I'm just going to bag them up like they are. For today, hopefully that'll be okay with them. Alright, let's get going. I think that's probably all I've got to show you for Mother's Day store. If I've come up with some other ideas, I will do another video after this one, but I'll have to check in and see what I've got left to work on. I've got my tissues up there. We might make some tissue covers. We'll see how we go. But at this stage, this is it. Okay, so the washers themselves getting back into the Mother's Day store and what these actually use for, these cost about 60 cents each. Then you add on all your little bits, your ribbons, your eyes, your pom-poms, your felt, and the bags to wrap them up in, and the time to do them. So they will probably sell more than likely for $2 each. They're pretty cute. The kids always love these animals, and this is the first time that I've actually offered them something other than the puppy dog, because that's my favourite. So it'd be nice to see how they go with the birds and the teddy bears. Lucy really likes the teddy bears, so that may be extra popular, I don't know. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Good luck with your Mother's Day store, and I hope you do well raising money for your school. Thanks for watching. Bye.